Good afternoon or morning, everybody. Welcome back to another weather forecast here by Adrian for the forecast. This is going to be another update on the potential risk for a major severe weather outbreak, if not tornado outbreak, coming in possibly into Sunday and Monday in the exact same areas that saw the historic severe weather on Easter Sunday. So definitely something we don't want to see in these areas as they are still recovering from the EF5s and EF4 tornadoes. So definitely something that we do not want to see, but it's very, very likely. We're going to be looking at multiple radars. We're going to be looking at the SPC outlook, and we're going to be looking at other things, also the potential chance for supercells and all that. So definitely going to be watching out, as we are 4 days away from this major potential outbreak. So it's not incredibly close enough to have detailed radars or even the day 1 through 3 outlook, but we do have an update on day 4, which is Sunday. So it looks like Sunday and Monday could be the chance for seeing some very strong bands out here into Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia. So we're going to be looking at very detailed. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, guys. It really means a lot when you guys support my channel. Again, also be sure to share the channel to any friends or family to help my channel grow. And also in case they want to find or get new information, if not, a look into the potential chance for a major severe weather outbreak. But without further ado, let's get in the video. So we're going to be looking out here into the, really we're going to be looking at the chance again for that little stream, that jet stream here, to bring a ton of moisture out here in the into really mainly the southern plains and the southeast here with the wind speed out here. Definitely going to be seeing a chance also for some very strong winds out there, out in the higher elevations there, and also higher in the atmosphere. So again, here we're going to be seeing a perfect stream out here that's going to be spilling out here into the mainly the Texas area and the south central. We're going to be seeing that perfect really southern jet, and as you can tell, it's going to be going down and up and then back down. So that's going to be really that southerly jet stream. That's going to bring, again, a ton of moisture, and we're seeing the low pressure system most likely right here in the southwest. Again, that's going to bring that chance then for seeing some rain developing right here as well. We also see this very potential chance for some strong winds out here in these areas in the in the higher atmosphere. We can be seeing up to 63 knots and even 54 knots in the higher atmosphere, which is going to be indicating quite a lot of moisture and a lot of energy coming out here to potential, again, create those very strong bands and severe weather. Again, you're going to be seeing by later Sunday, just again, continue to see this jet stream now move more into now all the way into the lower Mississippi Valley. Continuing to see this moisture, again, also spilling out from the Gulf. Going to be seeing, again, a ton of moisture coming out. And again, we have that finishing touch from that cold front. That's going to be start leaving very soon. That's also going to be create that, especially since we have that little snowstorm as well there. And then by Monday, again, it's going to, like I said, also Monday we'll continue to see this stream spilling out now, and now it's going to be more into the southeast, where we'll possibly see the most amount of energy right here. Again, in Mondays as well is going to be that threat for more of now Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, even Florida could be seeing a chance for that. Again, chance for getting a ton of energy and moisture spilling out, and that's going to be create the severe weather right above this little, above that little area. That's what we'll be seeing all of the energy, and that, again, that low, most likely, again, that low pressure system will be right here, and then we have another low right here off of California. So definitely be seeing a ton of moisture spilling out, a ton of the perfect stream coming out, and then again, of course, we have that other chance for severe weather coming into Wednesday and Thursday. This is going to be another stream that's going to be coming in now in the south central, and we already have this energy put in place from this the one that we're going to be seeing right now. So again, now we'll be looking at the day 4 outlook here. So again, here we look at, now we have up to a 30% chance for severe weather for day 4. Again, this is going to be Sunday, so most likely if we have a 30% chance, that's going to be a chance for maybe an enhanced, if not a moderate risk for severe weather. So again, as you can tell, the exact same areas into now, except it's going to be more now maybe southern Alabama, northern Mississippi, and southern Georgia. But again, we also have that 15% chance risk now as well in those same areas. That can possibly be a slight chance. So again, we still have a good chance. Again, it's still 4 days out, so it can definitely move a lot more north northward into now Mississippi, in northern Mississippi, northern Alabama, northern Georgia, and maybe extend a bit more down to the panhandle of Florida. So as of right now, again, the maximum is a 30% chance, and then for the 15% chance, that's where we have around up to 29 million people. So again, that'll be mainly the marginal and the slight risk in that 15% chance and that 30% chance. Once we get more closer into maybe once it's day 2, that's where possibly see that moderate risk if it's likely, and an enhanced risk. Again, we still don't have the exact location. We have a good region, of course, but not the exact location, exactly what parts of the state. We'll have to wait for that to get a bit closer from now. So again, for that 15% chance, we have Houston, New Orleans, Atlanta, Birmingham, and Baton Rouge. And then that 15% chance right here in the second layer, that's where we have around 5 million people. That's going to be from Montgomery, Columbus, Jackson, Dothan, and Monroe, Louisiana. Again, all these areas, including Monroe, and also including out there not far from Columbus, did see some tornadoes, especially in that Monroe area. And also, as you can tell, where we have the Macomb area and also Meridian, where we saw those tornadoes, they are also under that 30% chance. So that's not good, because really areas that got hit the hardest in the South Central are actually once again in this 30% chance. Of course, we had Georgia, especially northwestern Georgia, get hit the most, and I think it brought 9 deaths in Georgia. So definitely, again, still have plenty of time to see this severe weather. Even if we have a 50% chance for you still have a risk for tornadoes, but we have to get a lot more closer to exactly see that risk. But it'll probably be a 5% chance for the years, and the 15% chance. Not really, maybe a 10% chance, but that'll be closer to that 30% chance for the general risk. And now we're gonna be looking out here into the tropical tidbits. Again, new updated 11:30 update. Again, here we are looking at Sunday early morning. We're starting to see that low pressure, that defined low pressure system right here. Again, not too windy. We have again that moisture coming out here. It's southerly winds. Again, it's gonna be quite not as windy. So that's really the only good thing with this, is that we don't have the extreme risk that we saw, extreme winds we saw yesterday. So that won't bring as much trees down as of right now. But again, we could possibly see some stronger winds, of course, maybe out here. But again, Sunday morning, it's going to be really relaxed. Could be see some, this is by really early Sunday morning, that's when we start to see these bands develop. Mainly going to be seeing some scattered thunderstorms in the morning. Not going to bring in too much bad, really, weather or active. But now, as we get into now, Monday morning. This is, Sunday night. I meant to say Sunday night for the past 6 hours, not early Sunday morning. By Monday morning, this is when things start to get a lot more interesting. Again, seeing that this low pressure system dropping 3 millibars right over these bands, which is indicating a very good chance for possibly seeing these bands just completely turn into monster storms if a low pressure system drops like that extremely close. Again, very strong bands. This is going all the way to Atlanta. Now we have Birmingham, in the really dark red. Also have again Jackson, Mississippi, Monroe, Meridian. All these areas again could be seeing that chance for very strong bands developing Monday morning. And then out of these other areas in the green, that's where we possibly have that chance for maybe just a marginal, kind of slight risk as we get later into Monday. And this is definitely now to 996 millibars, dropping now another 4 millibars right over now central Georgia, north central Georgia for Atlanta, maybe even Athens, Augusta, Columbia, Clemson. Again, also it looks like northern Georgia might avoid the worst of it. Again, still seeing a chance for some very strong bands, but it looks like the worst of it will actually now be just Atlanta will be right on the border of the worst. Looks like just south of Atlanta, near maybe East Point, and then also including central Alabama near Montgomery, or just north of Montgomery. Again, still seeing this very heavy rain all the way into the Kitty Hawk area and all that. So it looks like definitely seeing a huge risk for Monday, and then by later into Monday, this now drops to 993 millibars. So in total, it's dropped 10 millibars, I believe, in 24 hours, I think, or no, 18 hours. and then the next 24 hours by later Monday now it goes back up to 998 millibars, but still seeing maybe scattered chance for maybe a maximum of a slight chance out here all the way up until by later Monday, and then even seeing some scattered thunderstorms moving to Florida, and that should not be too bad. That might only bring maybe a marginal risk for Florida on Tuesday. Now we'll be looking at pivotal weather. This is also another radar I like to use, but again, don't really use it that often. But here we have now 1,003 millibars right here, and that defined low pressure system. Again, this is going to be, I believe this is Monday, or this is Sunday. I believe later Sunday. Again, seeing these scattered thunderstorms now developing in northern Texas near Texarkana, and also developing now into the Tyler area, like we saw what happened at Easter. Now by later into Monday morning, things completely change. We're seeing, again, really strong bands now dropping out 999 millibars. That's a 4 millibar drop. And now look at this. This low pressure system is definitely going to be dropping. And look, as you can tell now, these isobars are now moving straight towards these areas. The isobars will bring in these southerly winds now moving now at a northeastern direction. That's going to be pushing these rain showers, or should be pushing these rain or thunderstorms more eastward than it usually should, or not as, it won't be a huge time difference, but it's still going to bring in that rain a bit earlier. Again, definitely very strong bands for, it looks like, not northeastern Louisiana, looks like central Mississippi, if not north central Mississippi, airs into much of northern Alabama, western Alabama, southern Tennessee. Could be seeing, again, these very strong bands moving these areas, and then maybe also some very strong bands developing to central Georgia into the, again, early hours of Monday. By later into Monday, completely going, this actually might go straight over my house, and with the pivotal GFS radar. Look at this, 994 millibars. That is a 11 millibar drop, because a 9 millibar drop. Sorry. Wow, that's crazy already, seeing that chance for some very strong low pressure system developing or strengthening, and that low pressure system can be going straight over Atlanta and straight over my house. My house is actually under that surface low. So again, definitely going to be seeing that risk also if this does happen. If this low pressure system does actually go over Atlanta instead of going like here with the tropical tidbits radar, it actually might bring a very strong severe weather risk now for maybe Charlotte, and also now possibly if it does move northeastern like that, it could also bring those very strong bands now into now again early afternoon into now southeastern Alabama, and possibly the western panhandle near Pensacola. By later into Monday in the now mid-afternoon, early evening, it's going to be now 991 millibars. See the difference that the tropical tidbits now takes it off the coast by later Monday. Later Monday, but the pivotal weather one does actually show it saying inland. That can also bring in a lot more of a widespread severe weather risk, and it might actually bring it up to an enhanced risk throughout these coastal areas if pivotal weather is right. Now again, 991 millibars, now again dropping 12 millibars since it really started, and this is within a 20-hour period. Again, that's going to bring extremely heavy rain now to Virginia Beach, now Kitty Hawk, Norfolk, also including now areas into Raleigh, and then by now Monday afternoon, it's actually going to drop at 985 millibars off the coast, but that could possibly bring in maybe some heavy rain out there off the coast of the New England area, and then now dropping at 976 millibars. Guys, it just dropped 9 millibars in 6 hours, so this is actually a chance for actually becoming a bomb cyclone for Nova Scotia and all that, which is actually crazy. Now we're going to be looking at another radar here. This isn't a super detailed precipitation type. This is actually just this blue and green. Let's say, for example, if it's snow, it's just going to show this exact same color. So it's not a precipitation type, just a regular indication of the rain and all that, or precipitation. So again, early in the morning, late Sunday night, again, we're seeing this scattered rain out here into these areas, scattered throughout the southeast. Nothing major, really. But as we now get later into now Sunday, closer now to late in the night, definitely going to see a huge increase. Again, going to be seeing up to an inch of rain in some of these areas, up to close to an inch within possibly an hour. So again, very strong bands developing now into the southern plains. Again, possibly seeing extremely heavy rain in the south central for Louisiana, straight over Monroe, Shreveport, not far out there from the border of Texas. Also very strong bands near El Dorado as well. Again, these are exactly areas saw the time almost close to the timing of what we saw with Easter, and then again also seeing this other rain, more like scattered thunderstorms, the light rain just in front of it. That's also going to cause a lot more rain in these areas. But look at this now. Definitely by Monday morning here, extremely heavy rain. This is a potential for major cells developing out here into Louisiana, Mississippi. Again, not far from Monroe, where we saw the EF3 tornado. This is going to be heading straight over the exact same areas, Yazoo City, Meridian. Look, even some really strong bands now ahead of time into Georgia. We could be seeing some really heavy rain and strong bands there. And then by later into Monday, things look like they cool down a little bit. But if this extremely strong severe weather bands and possibly discrete cells, if not supercells, could possibly become a lot more widespread now, moving to northwestern Georgia. This one actually showing almost a close exact track where it goes through northern Alabama and then entering the worst of it, entering into northwestern Georgia. So again, looking very similar. Going to be seeing extremely heavy rain. Again, also still hanging out there very in Mississippi. And again, like I said, it looks like it gets better. But look at this. The worst of this band, or the worst of it at this point into Monday, let's say evening, if not afternoon. This will be heading straight over Atlanta, the worst of it in that pink. Again, that is not going to be good at all if we have the worst of it go straight over Atlanta. Atlanta's right here. That is not, actually, no, Atlanta's more like, Atlanta's like right here. That is something you do not need to have Atlanta in. Again, I'm like right here, of course. I do not need also this very strong band. Again, potential for another chance for a tornado outbreak heading towards Georgia, Alabama. Even a very good chance now for maybe out there into eastern and South Carolina. And then by Tuesday, does head out again with that scattered risk for Florida. And then we'll be looking at the last thing we'll be looking at here is actually the supercell chance out here. Again, this is not a Toricon, of course, because this is not a tornado chance. This is just really the probability of seeing supercells in these bands, but it's not, of course, going to be 100% accurate as of right now. But again, areas in Louisiana will start developing into early or really late Sunday night, seeing up to a 4 and 6 out here, and seeing up to a 3 and 4 out there into Texas. As we now get later into now very late into Sunday, we're going to be seeing this chance for some supercells actually getting a bit higher now, 7, 8, possibly getting very close to 9. Again, very strong winds, an SPD at the 71 knots. Again, definitely something quite high, definitely something to really worry about. And then seeing some 5s and 4s, even 6 out there into southern Louisiana. But later on, things get a bit worse. As you can tell, again, we actually be seeing 2 areas with a very decent chance for supercells. We're going to be seeing this, and then also this area right here. Again, we'll be seeing out here to a 9 to close to a 10 into western Texas, and right here seeing a 9, 7 through 9, and then some areas we actually might even see 10. And then seeing some 5s and 6 moving towards the Birmingham area. And then we'll see another high chance out here into now Mississippi and Louisiana. So again, looks like it could be very active. And then by later into Monday, again, also possibly seeing that chance for maybe a marginal risk for Florida. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. And I'll be keeping an eye on this potential for another tornado outbreak. Stay safe.